Hey, we always live Elvis.
Memphis Mafia kid
And Teresa.
and hey, it's
Friday.
Friday.
Dakota's fights tomorrow night.
Dakota's fights tomorrow night.
That's right.
I think me and Joey's going to the weigh-ins tonight, and then the big fight tomorrow night. We're looking forward. Appreciate all your comments, pulling for Dakota and good wishes.
Yeah.
And we got some more viewers' questions. So
Okay. All right. Kim Craig, did any fans hang around the back gate?
yes, they did actually. Well, it's funny because I mean, all our fans they were everywhere.
Like on top of the
everywhere.
front.
I mean, they
wall
would
and
be
stuff.
and then I talked about the fence. There was
Uh-huh.
a fence line that run down, back and forth, kind of beside Graceland.
Right.
They'd be up on the trees. There was a set of woods there, and then at the back gate, where we was, there was a wasn't a musical fancy gates, but it was a gate, that opened and a closed metal gate, and I mean, they were always everywhere. And then on the very back, down by Uncle Vernon's house, just
What kind of view would they have from the back gate? I mean, if they're at the back gate, what are they
at the back
seeing?
gate. I mean, if they was looking at right through the back gate, the first thing they was going to see is our trailer, and then they would have seen the other couple trailers that was there, and that's about all they could see. They would have had to go up to the other fence line to see, actually the pasture and back, of Graceland. But yeah, there was. I mean, there was always fine folks everywhere.
All right, from Sharon Matthews. Did you and Lisa have any heart-to-heart talks when y'all lived at Graceland?
Of course we did. I mean, we were just like you and your family. You and your cousins. I know Teresa. We talk a lot of times, and you'll tell some stories of you and your cousins, and
I had a lot
of course I'll tell you my. But yeah, I mean, we there's some that I rather not get into that was just kind of between us. Or us, and maybe another one of the other kids up there. But we talked about your everyday things maybe that was bothering us, or things that we wanted to do. And I, as I've said in a previous video, when summer started being over and it was getting close to time to go back. We just kind of all leaned on each other and knew and dreaded that day. We didn't, and she didn't either want to go back. But I mean, life's what it is, and you got to do it. But like I said, and we had some, some serious ones that maybe, I'll share later. Right now, they're in here, and I'm gonna keep them in there. Appreciate that question. It was a great question.
Did you and Lisa and the other kids play outside at night at Graceland? This is from Lisa Jones.
We did. We played wide open. I mean, a lot of the times, as Lisa said, in some interviews that y'all probably seen, there was no limits at Graceland. There was no schedules. There was no. I mean, a lot of times we was on the adult schedule. I mean, if they were doing something or going somewhere at night, we were at Graceland and we stayed up and ran all over. Went outside.
Chase the dragon. I mean, what are they called? Fireflies.
We did. I mean, sure, we did all that. I mean, like all kids. When you said that, I got to think. In that pasture out there, we used to, get out there and try to catch those big old grasshoppers,
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, we kept the schedule, and it wasn't like we went to bed and we just did all our stuff in the day. A lot of times we was on their schedule. Now, of course, we woke up a lot of times before our parents and before Elvis woke up, and we'd get after it, and just.
What does that mean? We'd get after
I mean, we didn't want to waste a day, boy. We was ready to rock and roll, have a good time.
Okay, from Scott McCullen. Was your granddad Travis Smith?
He was. That's my daddy's daddy, and for those of you that may not know, my grandfather Travis and Elvis's mother Gladys were brother and sister. And yeah, he was a great man and loved him to death. He was a character.
Okay, and the last question is from Bobby Hunt. Danny, did you ever have school buddies spend the night with you when you lived at Graceland?
Of course. There again, that's what was so wonderful about Graceland. Graceland being itself, but when Elvis wanted us to move up here, he told us, you know, it was our home. You know, we could pretty much do and have, you know, who we wanted. But yeah, I had a lot of, you know, football buddies and school buddies that, you know, would come to stay the night. And, you know, some of them we'd even go out and, you know, and swim in the pool at Graceland. And of course, you know, they loved it. It was just all. But I will say with those, you know, the ones I'm talking about were true friends. You know, they were my friends at school and at other times. And you know, we went through life's struggles together, you know, during school and stuff like that. So we, you know, you have your other ones, like I said, and of course there was one or two of them, but they usually didn't stay the night. You could just, you could tell what the reason they wanted to be your friend. So, but sure, like I said, had a lot of them, and you know, a lot of them would just come up, you know, sometimes and hang out, and we'd play football and stuff, you know, in our yard or down in the pasture. Or,
did you go to their houses in the night?
I did, and I would go to theirs too. I sure did. You know, like I said, these are the ones that was close, and mom and daddy knew their parents, and you know, everything was good, just like, you know, everybody else. So, but yeah, we had some wonderful times. Y'all, hey, wanted to get this video out to you. We are just days away from Elvis Week. Yeah. We cannot wait. We're excited. We really are. And can't wait to see y'all. Those of you that we won't get to see, you know we love you. We're going to miss you. And remember, we always live Elvis.